Welcome back, everybody. I tell you, everyone should have a workshop couch. It is very comfortable having a couch in here. This is obviously stuff that's going to go down into the new workers' quarters, so Henry's old house. But look what's in front of me. Fleetwood's back. I suppose I'll get off my couch and I'll talk to you about Fleetwood. So yes, Fleetwood is back. I've just been to town. Henry's still in town. He'll be in here for the rest of the day. He's getting his stuff, his ute sorted, so he'll be out later today. We picked it up. So what's changed? We've gone to Wicket Welding and they've welded up these flanges for us. So those are our outlets. We still need to cut the tank inside. Then we've got our inlet over here, our outlet just there, so it's facing that way. This one here is going into here, and this one there goes everywhere. I don't have the fittings with me here. Henry's picking them up in town. We went and got everything and nothing was going to fit in the truck, so he's picking them up on his way out. So I'll show you that probably in the next video, all the stuff that we've got to do to this. We've got so much to do. So yep, we also got Wicked to put on a sight gauge for us. So we've got a lovely sight gauge there. We're not too sure how this is going to go. Obviously a clear would be better, and then probably like a coloured ball in there would be a lot easier. So we'll see how that goes. Might not be the easiest thing to see, but at least we've got a sight gauge. Right, so that's what Wicked did for us. We then took it around to Rotec in town, and they have wired this bad boy up. So this is all ready to go. Hasn't been started yet. Now the reason for that is this is the wet end of the pump, and you obviously need to have water in there. You can't run these pumps or these motors with a pump attached with no water in there. You'll absolutely screw that, so we're holding off on that. But if I come up here, I can show you what they've done. Whoop, I'm gonna fall. I can show you what they've done. Sorry, now you're sideways. There we go, now you're better. In the cab. So here we've got our box, turn it on. We haven't actually been shown through this, and it's probably a good thing because we'd probably try and start it. But I'm assuming that this is our start button and this is how we rev it up, rev it down. So we got that. So yeah, that's all that sorted. So we've got a few other things that I can show you. So yeah, we'll jump into that. I say a few things. I actually don't have everything here. I do have one thing though that I can show you, and that is this. So this is a deflector sprayer, frog mouth sprayer, whatever you'd like to call it, whatever it's called in your area. You'll typically see something like this on the back of a water truck in your roadworks. So this is what they have. It'll be out the back here somewhere, and it'll basically look something like that, and then it squirts the road. And they use it for dust suppression, use it on things at mine sites, things like that. We're going to use it for our crew protection. And we've got all the stuff we need for it. So this is going to go basically sort of along the lines of about there. And what that'll do is that should create a massive curtain up there and keep everyone safe. And you've got obviously a big opening there, and that's what this little thing is for here. You can just adjust this up and down to get your fan, your pattern, the amount of water you want coming out. Obviously huge amount of water, neck it down, a lot less water, and it's going to be a bigger pattern. So we'll obviously figure that out, how we go with that. And yeah, no, I'm looking forward to seeing that working. We've got a electric valve on the way that had to be ordered in. But everything else we should be able to plumb up. The cannons, there was a bit of a thing on that. They hadn't posted them even though we'd paid for them. They should have been here already. Yeah, not all that happy about it, but they've posted it now, so that's all right, I suppose. It will get here. So the two cannons will go up there, and we've got our secondary hose that's out the back there. So that's on its way, but we do have everything ready for that to fit, so we can fit that now and just put them in later. So it's not a huge issue. We've obviously got our cannon to put back on, so the cannon down there needs to go on there. We've got to hook air lines up to our valve, make that all work. we still actually haven't done our PDO, so we've got to take that off. So the PDO is, if you can see it, it's the green looking thing just there. So that's got to come off because we don't want that to hinder us or get in the way of anything. And we're still in the airline from that to be on our airline for the cannon. And the reason for that is we've got a air valve right there, ready to go. So we can use that, and that will engage the cannon out the front. I did ask them to put a switch on here so we could have that for our fire suppression, crew protection. They obviously forgot. That's all right. So we'll have to wire something into there. That's no biggie. We've got a what's it called? A flashing light to put on the roof. A two-way to put in here. Obviously, we've got to finish this. So we've got to skin this, skin that, make a door, and give it a lick of paint. And yeah, we're getting pretty close to this being ready for a fire. So it's yeah, it's good. It's going to be a lot of work still, but we're getting there. So for the rest of the day, because it is nearly 1 o'clock now, I've got Luke rocking up very shortly. We're going to go look at the canola, and I'll let you guys know when we're spraying that. And then for the rest of the day, I might go and work down at Henry's house, continue on with the decking, because I'll put you down and I'll jump up there and I'll show you. We got more deck slats. So these are only 4.2s instead of what we had. I think we had 5.5s down at the house. So these fit on the truck better. 4.2s. We've got enough there. We hope to finish it off. So I'll head down and get that done. Because as you can see, it is lovely and sunny at the moment. So I'll be able to get it going and be able to paint the decks. So we are obviously, that's naked board. You don't want that getting wet. We had the drizzle coming through yesterday. We couldn't work on that at all. So yeah, all right. Next time I speak to you, we'll be letting you know when we're going spraying, which will then let you guys know when we will go harvesting. Because once we spray that, it's 3 weeks and we're into harvest. Right, Henry's going to be busy and I'm going to be busy. So yeah, we were right with the last video when Henry and I were saying it was 40% for spraying out for our canola with glyphosate. So that is we're pretty much at 40% on the front paddock, and as we go back, it's pretty much about that 30% is what we sort of came to. So yeah, next week we'll get going. Tomorrow, Thursday, is like 29 degrees here, so it's going to really cook everything off. So that'll also help it move along. So yeah, 3 weeks from today, well, on Monday. So Monday I think is the 30th, something like that, I don't know, something like that. So yeah, 3 weeks from there, so about 3rd week of October, we'll be getting the headers into the paddocks, hopefully, and getting started. So yeah, harvest, I say it's coming quick, but that's about the sort of time I predicted, and that's sort of our similar time that we normally go. So and I say I'm going to be busy because with Henry off doing that, I need to get that plumbed up to a point where I can get the guys from Rotec, when they come out, they can check the motor over and get that all working. So I've got that all to do. Right, I'm going to go down to Henry's place and I'm going to start on the doing the wood down there while we're in town. We got a protractor or a compass thingy, and a bevel edge steel blade thing that you can get our angles, so that we can use our angles from the old cuts and yeah, get everything laid out perfectly for his deck. So let's head down there and do that. All right, now I bet I can guess what. No. Don't want Dexter to get covered in deck paint. Deck oil, I should say. Now, I guess a few are probably like, oh no, don't go down and do decking or anything like that. We want to see the fire truck. Don't worry, we want to see the fire truck as well. But what we want to do is we've started this job down here of Henry's house, so fixing these steps, which our plan was to get it done obviously before he moved in, but that just never happened. It was just too difficult of a thing to get completed whilst painting, cleaning, and then myself going away for a week. We just couldn't get it done in time. So we're doing it now, and yeah, as soon as we've done this, we will get into doing the fire truck. That's our main priority, because we've got, like I said, we got road tech out here next week, sometime probably like middle of next week. So we actually do need to get that done. So what I'm doing here is I haven't done any cutting or making up anything yet. I'm just getting the deck painted, these deck slats painted, and I'll show you why. So those ones are the side ones that go in here. So we'll take this out and we'll tack those onto the sides there. But we obviously need to get it painted before we do that. So I'm just quickly giving them a paint now. And then once I've got them in and painted, they're fine. I can leave them alone. I can start getting my measurements. Now it should be the same as all the slats we pulled off, but you never know with everything. So I just want to make sure, you know, I've only got a limited number of decks of slats. Now you can see that this is quite a dark stain. So it's natural pine that we've got. One year I accidentally got Jarrah of this. I think it was called Jarrah, and yeah, that meant that it turned everything very dark. And ever since then, we've then gone back to just using a natural on top. And I thought I had, this was Jarrah, and as I'm painting it on there, I'm like, that's not very dark. This is natural. So Henry's stairs are going to look very different to the rest of his house, well, the rest of the deck. But we can always just stain it. At least it's protected. And then we're going to re-stain this whole deck anyway. We need to do it every year, so then we can get some darker stain and stain that. But yeah, I'll paint these and then we can get into some cutting. Just a little bit of a colour difference. The steps are really going to stand out. We're definitely going to have to get a tub of Jarrah so that we can match them. But at least they're protected now. So I'll basically chuck this one in here and get that lined up back there. And then how I've been doing it is just measuring that off the top board there, and then we raise this up so it matches. Then it'd actually be quite handy having Henry here, because then I could clamp it and bring it up and then tack it in. But I'll figure it out, and then once that's in place, I can then get this board sorted there. Okay, so you'd assume that the height would be flush anyway, which it pretty much is, as you can see there. But that's why I've just put that deck board on top, because that board's going to sit on top of that. I've made sure that that's butting in there. And this one here is now, once I remove our shims from in here, I'm good to chuck this one in here. And actually, no, I need to put my shims back in. Need to put my shims back in, and then I can screw this one in to the star picket in the ground, and then we'll be at the correct height. Well, quality control's arrived and realised that I had done it the wrong way. So like I said to you guys, I'd done it with it flat on the top there, and just completely forgetting how we were doing it. If you look where I'm sitting, the board is raised. So we've now taken it off, lifted it up, and then made it so it's correct. So it is now the correct way, and thankfully the holes are all still in the same spot, so that's all right. So I'll whack this one in, we'll do the other side, and yeah, it's very slow progress this afternoon, but once we got these stuff done, tomorrow we'll just be able to whack it all out and get it all nice and quick. Okay. It does that. Yeah. You still went? Yep. We are good to tack. And then just bring that in where we got to bring that in. going to bring that a bit higher than what our shim is, just to level up that and that. The shim.
I'll just.
That one needs to be the whole way in.
Yeah, if you would.
Let's just get that one. Yep. Good? Yep. Right, not much progress here, but we have achieved the big thing, which is just getting that done. So tomorrow we're going to just get straight on into it, and we'll get that bottom deck done, and then we'll copy that top deck. So that's the top step just there. We'll get that done, and we'll have this finished tomorrow, which will be good. So we'll leave it there, everyone. Yeah, a bit of a short video, but you got the update on the truck, so that's good. And yeah, next video will hopefully be working on that truck, so that'll also be good. So thank you very much for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share, and I'll catch you in the next one.